Welcome to the course on ethics in engineering practice. Now, what is ethics in engineering practice? Engineering as a discipline is designed to be such that it takes care of the current life, whether in terms of technology of efficiency or availability with less financial efforts. It teaches you as a discipline which is meant to be serving for the public and strictly adhering to the codes of conduct and placing paramount importance on safety and welfare of the public. During undergraduate courses, the students receive enough training in the basic and of the engineering services, problem solving technology and engineering design. But generally they receive very less amount of exposure to the whole business practice, safety and ethics. Let's take an example. We all know of the greatest and the industrial happening of India, where in terms of the Propyl Gas Tragedy. It happened when the toxic gas methyl isocyanate leaked and spread out throughout the city. It is a classic case of safety leakage and failure, and it not only affected the near about area, but the gas spread out in such a way the residents of the city woke up seeing a black cloud all around, and it affected the lungs, it affected their breathlessness, and it affected generation after generations. So in this case, it is far beyond, the effect is far beyond only lack of safety, and it takes a greater spread when it talks of affecting the public at large and the society at large. Here comes in the question of not only knowing the design part of it, but understanding the responsibilities of the engineer himself or herself as what I should be doing and what I should not be doing. The discipline of ethics spreads far beyond also these concerns of only safety. It starts from very small issues like, should I incorporate this into the design, should I not? It enlarges into maybe issues of whether to take bribes, not to take bribes, and if environmental protection, fairness, honesty in research and experiments, and majorly to conflicts of interest. We sometimes wonder, it gives rise to the question, what makes a good engineer and good engineering? That is a very basic question that all engineers faced, in the profession when they enter into the particular profession. What values underlie engineering practice today? Which of those values, which are specially called ethical values? What is the experience of living by those values and working in a society and in organization that trust you to practice those values? How do these values reflect in you as a person that you are and the person you would become when you practice them? Knowledge of sustainable business practices and capability of holistic reaction and understanding of the situations before you take a decision in an ethical dilemma is a very important competency which is required for a responsible engineer. Engineering ethics is the study of moral issues and decisions confronting individuals and organizations engaged in engineering study, and of related questions about the moral ideals, character, policies and relationship of people and corporations involved in the technological activity. The course content of this particular course has been designed in such a way specifically to not just build a base, but to foster a holistic understanding towards the concept which will be very useful for engineers when they enter into the profession. The course aims to prepare students for their professional responsibilities as engineers, to help them recognize and think thoroughly through the ethical significant problem situations that they are going to face in their life and which are very common in engineering, and to evaluate existing ethical dilemmas in the situation and the standards for engineering practice, and develop as value oriented engineers. The proposed course plan details are such: in week 1, we will go for introduction to ethical reasoning and engineer ethics. Week 2, professional practice in engineering. Week 3, ethics as design, doing justice to moral problems. Week 4, central professional responsibilities of engineers. Week 5, computers, software and digital information. Week 6, rights and responsibilities regarding intellectual property. Week 7, workplace rights and responsibilities, and week 8, responsibility for the environment. The course aims to give you a holistic coverage of the understanding not only of the ethical values and practices, but it helps to develop yourself as a value oriented engineer who understands what the responsibilities are and acts responsibly to all the stakeholders involved, not only to his own organization, but to the society at large and also to the environment at large. We hope we'll have a nice journey together where we'll be working not only on the theoretical part, but also we'll try to discuss cases relevant to the engineering discipline as much as possible to understand the pockets of dilemma and how to deal with those dilemma, and which will help us to emerge as a value oriented engineer. This course will be helpful for the students who are currently into the studying these subjects as engineers, and also for practicing engineers as a hand-holding support to understand when in situations of dilemma and when they want to find out what to do in this kind of situations, whom to address to, what is the correct decisions to be taken. It will be helpful for the practicing engineers also to find out what to do in a situation and emerge as a person who is holistic in nature and balanced in taking his decisions in situations of dilemma. Welcome all of you to the course, and we will have a very nice journey together. Thank you.